please go subscribe to our YouTube page, Canadian Talk with Stephan podcast. We need you down there. Also, we have a website, Stephanjackson.ca, where you'll find the audio versions. As well, you can email us if you got a question or anything you want to see us talk about. CanadianTalkWithStephan@gmail.com. Okay, we are back with another podcast. I think. Might not work out. We'll see. Just want to open the show by saying hello to the whole Canadian Talk family. Anyone who's been on the show, all the comedians and people out there, anybody who watches even, you're a part of the family also. You're not quite as important, but you are still a part of the family. You become more important when you come on the show. That's what it is. But if you're fat, we don't want you. If you're gay, I don't know. No, we like gay people. We like gay people. We are not homophobic. So, yeah, if you're watching the show, if you are seeing this now, please click subscribe if you're on YouTube. If you're listening on Spotify or one of the other things, just leave a review because we need more of those things. That's why Justin Trudeau didn't come on the podcast, because we don't have enough reviews, probably. Is that why he didn't come on, do you think?
It's probably one of the reasons, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it the top 10?
Probably not.
Probably not.
Yeah, I think he did his own review and was like, this guy scares me. I think that's what his thought was.
He doesn't like to be out-handsomed. That's
Ooh,
probably why.
maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, because now he's trying to find a new lady.
Yeah.
Right.
If he came on your podcast, you would be dethroned from being handsome.
Yeah,
That's
maybe.
why he went on that YXC Underground. Guy looks like Dexter.
Yeah. When a relationship ends, who do you think gets the dog?
Whoever takes better care of it.
Whoever takes better care of it.
Yeah.
And then how do you evaluate that? What if both people take good care of it?
Well, my friend is currently in this situation, and they basically treat the two dogs like their kids and take visitations like every other weekend and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
You could do that,
Mm.
but I think it boils down to who can take better care of it, because let's say hypothetically my friend didn't have a home. She would have to rent, meaning probably no backyard space.
Mm.
Then the dog should go
Yeah, that makes sense.
to the other.
Yeah, I agree with that. It just seems like, I just feel like the women always get the pets when relationships end. It just seems like it's that way, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's
It
up with
shouldn't.
that?
It shouldn't, because
It's because they get sad.
it's like
It's
their
almost like
kids, I
whoever can
guess.
get sadder gets the pet. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, what do we got here? I got some jokes written down. We'll do a little Normie McDonald bit portion here. We also have our joke book, I think. Yeah, we got joke book too. Hitting a woman is like camping in Banff. There's just unavailable spots everywhere, so it's like red everywhere. But when you're near the butt, there's one available spot and it's green. Because you can only hit women on the butt. It's like you shouldn't hit women except for on the butt. I don't know though. It's like women out there, like, it does, if you have a guy and who just smacks you on the butt, is that like domestic violence, or is that kind of okay? Is the butt like is it a pass area where a man is allowed to hit a woman on the butt?
For me, it's a pass area. I like getting a butt smack.
What if it's like as a punishment? What if there's a derogatory undertone to it? Like he's angry and he does it as to get out his anger thing.
Oh,
so it's not like actually like a sexual or nice thing. He just does it. That is the place he hits.
Oh God.
Like a spanking, like for a kid.
Oh.
Does that then change the tone of it?
Yeah.
And make it not okay?
Yeah.
Okay. That's kind of what I think too. Okay, real women's empowerment is just realizing that all your problems spontaneously need to be fixed by a man. No, sorry. Real women's empowerment is realizing that eventually a man will just spontaneously fix all your problems, so the problems don't matter anyway. That's interesting. Because that is empowering to just think that essentially you can do whatever you want your whole life as a woman. Eventually you will meet a man who will just work very hard to fix all the problems that you created.
Like
You
holes
know?
in the walls.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
if it's a hole in the
From
wall, a man
hanging
could.
out
That's
some
an
pictures.
easy one if it's a hole in the wall, I suppose. But it might be like your car. It might be like money problems. It might be like other things.
Yeah.
It might be emotional. Do you think that? I feel like men and women are like each powerful in their own way, emotionally, so that like men can fix women and women can fix men, but each in their own little ways. You know?
I wouldn't use the term fix.
No? What word would you use?
Enhance. Care.
Okay, that's
Nurture.
gay.
What?
Never mind. I don't want your input on that. Enhance. Fucking gay liberal words. It would be funny to be allergic to another race. Just see an Asian person and just sneeze. Did we say this one on a different podcast? I don't know. I don't think so. It's been so long, by the way, since we've done a podcast, everybody. I'm so sorry about that. That's why I'm kind of in my deathbed right now, because you probably all thought I was dead. But yeah, that would be funny to be allergic to another race, I feel like. Because then it's like you can be racist. You be racist, but it'd just be... You'd have to be. But would it be racist, though? Like, so you just walk up to like an Asian person and then you like sneeze every time you say, but they wouldn't know that you're sneezing because of their race. They would just, so I guess that's not racism. Wonder if they were half and half, then maybe you would just cough. You wouldn't sneeze, you know, like if it was a half Asian, half white person. I don't know. Oh, we came up with an invention idea. I remember that. I remember I wrote this one down. The company would be called Semen, and it would be the Semen Extractor Machine Enterprises Northern. Wait, Enterprise? Yeah, Semen. So it's an acronym, and it would just be a machine that jerks you off, basically, like a vending machine that jerks you off. Don't you think that would be kind of a good idea? I feel like that's a good idea. You can make a lot of money at that. It's the only real vending machine that doesn't really exist. Don't you think? Or no?
Just go into this photo booth like thing and then come out happier.
Yeah, and why I put Northern in there was because I was like, if you are going to keep all the jizz, you're going to need it to be like refrigerated so that it stays fresh. So then maybe, and if your companies are located up north, then you wouldn't need to pay as much fees for the freezers.
So we would just have it seasonally here, like as soon as.
Well, the machine itself would also be for a fridge. The vending machine would be like a big fridge.
Yeah.
So that as soon as the person comes into the machine,
literally,
it starts freezing the jizz, and then maybe you get like some famous person's jizz accidentally, and then like you'd have Tom Brady's accidentally or something like that. That would be worth a lot of money. It'd be like kind of like catching Pokemon. Like if guys' jizz was like little Pokemons, you know. You could get some good ones. I wonder that you'd never be able to know whose is whose. How would you test it? I wonder if there's a way with semen where you can like put it into some sort of a thing. I wonder if there's a computer thing where you can like put some semen in there and it will tell you what the person looked like that it came from. Is that possible? Or does jizz just not tell you anything? Isn't it a bunch of DNA? Can't they study DNA? Haven't they figured that shit out?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm flattered that you're asking me.
Yeah.
Considering
You're a scientist, eh?
I only took one bio class, and that was in high school. It was like bio 10.
Oh, yep. Yep, we're here with the producer today, guys. She's great. Couldn't do the show without her. Well, we could, but today we're not.
Aw.
Yeah.
I miss being here.
Yeah, you make it easier for me anyway, which is nice. You know how atheists should convert Christians to atheism? When Christian asks them, "How do you know there is no God?" Just say, "Because mosquitoes."
Yeah.
Oh, that's a pretty good one. I hate mosquitoes. What's your least favorite insect?
Currently, it's the wasp. but mosquitoes
Oh.
are my worst.
Yeah, it's a bad year for wasps, eh?
Yeah.
And the grasshoppers are starting to make their way back, but nothing like that one crazy year, like a few decades ago. But shit, I don't know. My least favorite insect is probably spiders
Mm.
or mosquitoes. But like, it's like, why do spiders have to be so scary? And it's like they attack you. It's like if you see a spider and you show fear, it will come at you. You know what I'm saying? Or if you try to kill it, it will start running at you. Well, sometimes they run away. I don't know. What's been your experience with killing a spider? Do they try to attack you or do they come at you? Or the other way around. Do they try to attack you or do they run away in fear?
They don't really do anything. Simply because I get so scared that I will light the room that they're in on fire before they even have a chance to move. I had a spider in the shower and I killed it instantly. Like, no hesitation.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
you
get,
told me about that. That's pretty wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a big one you said too, eh?
It was
Did you know that flies sleep for longer in a given day than a human does?
I did not know that because
They
they're
fucking-
always around.
They sleep. Yeah, they're always
Seems like
flying
they
around.
don't.
But apparently they sleep a lot, which is kind of weird, eh?
Yeah.
But I guess it would
weird.
take a lot of energy to just be like, bzzz, just like flying around, because they don't really sit and chill. So
Well,
I guess they would need
they
lots
sit
of.
and chill on my food.
Yeah,
Rude.
fair enough. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Flying would take a lot of energy. Yeah. What else we got? Brown nail polish is probably the least selling nail polish that exists. This is I'm just reading what I've got written down here. These are my genius ideas. You'd think that brown nail polish wouldn't really sell. You know? Because it kind of just looks like poo. You know? Or like your hands are dirty. You know? I don't know.
There's some brown nail
Yeah.
polish
Any girls
that
out there,
don't
if you
look
wear
like-
brown nail polish, if you're somehow watching this, comment and say that you like brown nail polish. I don't know. Start the debate. Because what do you think? Is brown nail polish, have you ever worn it?
Yeah.
You have.
Yeah. It was called, like, coffee.
Coffee.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But do you have a good sense of style?
Mm-mm. No, I do not.
Oh.
You know this.
What if you had to rate yourself out of 10? What would you rate yourself?
For style?
Oh, no. For everything, all encompassing. This is your number as given by you.
5.
You'd rate yourself a 5?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Because I like the number 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know I like to personify numbers.
Oh, true.
So I could relate to 5.
Hey, what? So, of all your friends... no.
All my friends.
No, what else could we do with that? Do you think that you've ever... Do you remember seeing the ugliest woman you've ever seen in your entire life? And if so, where was it?
High school?
High school. That was
Yeah.
where you saw the ugliest woman you've ever seen in your entire life.
A couple of them, yeah.
A couple of them.
Yeah.
Are you sure you're not being biased, or did they just bully you, or...
A little bit. I didn't
Mhm.
really fit in anywhere. I couldn't even fit in
Oh,
with
really?
the losers in high school.
Really?
Yeah. So all I
So-
did was hang out in the library.
Oh, really? Yeah, when I was in high school, sometimes I would like eat lunch in the bathroom because I didn't want to be like out in the lunchroom. Like I didn't like, I don't know what it was about it. I didn't.
serious?
Yeah, yeah. You ever
What?
do that? You ever eat lunch in the bathroom?
Like Mean Girl style? No.
Is that in Mean Girls?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had kind of a nice bathroom. Like our bathrooms were like little rooms. They weren't like stalls.
Yeah. Ours
They
was
still
stalls.
stunk though. But yeah, I would just eat lunch in there. I don't
Aw.
know. I know that's kind of sad. Sorry, I don't mean to make it sad, but
I don't understand why you did that. You're very. It seems like you would be very popular. in
I
high
don't know.
school.
I don't know. I was just afraid. I think I was like afraid of people. I was afraid of embarrassment a lot. And I always thought that people would like, oh, maybe today at lunch somebody could make fun of me,
Yeah.
you know? So I was like,
Really?
if I just avoid it, then there's no possible chance for embarrassment. Like keeping people away was like the way that you'd limit embarrassment, the maximum to the maximum extent. That was what I figured. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't really been I mean, I don't know though. I don't think I've been embarrassed too much in my life. I was never really bullied. Maybe like in lower elementary school, I was maybe bullied a little bit. Yeah.
Same.
But other than that, it kind of ended pretty quick after low elementary school. So what else is going on in the world? Well, I've recovered well from the break and enter. There hasn't been any more break and enters since, which is good.
That is good.
What else is going on? Water park.
Did we talk about that?
I
think we did.
On the last one?
Did we?
No.
Okay, well, we could just say it anyway, I guess. And then
I don't think we did. Yeah. Gosh, West Edmonton Mall. It's a mall in Canada. That it really personifies the greatness of Canada. I mean, what a sweet water park that is. Like, although it's gotten a little bit worse over the years, but just insane water slides. Like, such a crazy experience.
100%.
Like, I thought at age, because I'm 32, I thought that at age 32 I would maybe slow down. Like, well, I mean, I literally got there right when they opened, and then swam all day. But of course, now that I'm an old person, I pretty much like turned into an alcoholic while I was there. I got so many drinks from they sell alcohol in the water park.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, the first time I went on one of the drop slides, like they have a slide that does a flip, they have a slide that goes straight down, but they have multiple slides that go straight down.
Yeah.
And so the way it starts is inside of this chamber. There's like a countdown, it's this monotoned, scary voice that just says 3, 2, and then the floor drops up from under you, and sometimes the little fucking buggers the little kids that, like, I shouldn't call them little kids. I mean, they're 18 or whatever. The lifeguards that run the water slides, sometimes they won't drop the floor out when the count is done at 3. They'll like run the count again. It'll go 3, 2, 1, and then the floor won't drop, and then they'll start the count again, 3, 2. So that's kind of exciting. And but the first time I went on the flippy slide, so this is the first one, probably around noon. Day just started. Floor drops up from under me. My stomach turned so fast, I thought that I was gonna shit myself on the water slide. I know I talk about shit jokes too much, but like I literally thought it just dropped me, and I mean, I guess I had drank quite a bit of beer at that point, but I think I had breakfast. I don't know what caused it, but my fucking stomach was ready to explode after the first drop, and I went to the bathroom, and I swear I thought the thing was gonna turn into a fucking space shuttle. Like when I shit so much, I thought I was gonna fucking shoot through the roof. Like, I wonder if anybody's ever gotten a little bit, had such a big fart that it, like, if you were standing on a weigh scale, if it made you a little bit lighter for a second, you know, like propulsion. Is that what that's called? The science word for that? Like, I wonder if there's actual propulsion created by a fart that could make you lighter.
Oh.
That's what I felt like. I felt like I was weightless, like I was going to shoot up through the ceiling. Oh. Yeah. Pretty sweet. West Edmonton Water Park. Lost my debit card 3 different times on the water slides. Somehow found it every single time. That's how lucky I am. I'm a lucky guy. That's for sure. So, what else? Casey Rocket was a great comedian from Kiltony. He was coming by Edmonton. I was going to go watch it, but never got around to it. What else?
I feel like there's more that happened.
Mm-hmm. So do I.
Dang. McDonald's has turned on me.
Oh gosh, what happened? Tell me about it.
Well, you gave me all of these free coffee coupons.
Oh yeah, the ones with the stickers. Yeah.
Yeah, and I know they don't have them on the cups anymore, but I think they should still honor them, and they have up until today. So I'm broke as a joke, and I'm living off of these free McDonald's coffees every morning for this week. I have woken up, had a shower, That's important information.
Yeah,
And
good job. Yeah, you're making a very entertaining story here.
and drove to McDonald's to get my free coffee
Yeah.
because I have a pile of these.
Yep.
And this yuppie teenager is like, you can't use those. I'm like, I used one yesterday. What do you mean I can't use these anymore? They expired January. They're discontinued. And I said, well, people have been taking them. Can you just take mine for today? Like, you know, it's kind of a struggle bus beep beep day. Like, can you have some empathy? Coffee costs like 2 cents for McDonald's to make. She's like, no. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
well, let me talk to your manager. So,
Yeah.
manager came over. I'm like, you have to honor these. There's no expiry date. And she kept saying no, 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 no. And thankfully, it was during like the busy lunchtime.
Oh yeah, so you're holding up the line.
Yeah, and she let me have my free coffee.
So we should introduce Gibalt as well.
Oh yeah, the new mascot.
Yeah. And I had something else and then it dropped out of my head.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, 'cause McDonald's has all day breakfast. Do they not? Like they
do.
make egg sandwiches all day.
Yeah.
And since when? Because the other day I went there also, like, 'cause I go to McDonald's a lot, and I'm like, I went there and I tried to use the breakfast meal deal thing, and it was like 11:30, and I've done that always in the past, and they give you the egg sandwich because they make those all day, and then rather than the hash brown, they just give you some fries.
Yeah.
And then fucking today, I go there and they're like, no, you can't use the coupon. And I was like, I'm using the fucking coupon. So you better figure it out on your end.
Yeah.
And yeah, but you know, I think with those types of things, you just got to kind of be a dickhead and just eventually they'll fold. It just sucks though, because there's that risk of them tampering with your food.
Oh, yeah,
you know?
I thought the lady might have spat in my coffee.
Yeah.
But, you know, I was thinking beggars can't be choosers. I'll just drink my spit coffee.
Yeah, at least it's free.
I might go to a more chill McDonald's location. Maybe Warman.
Yeah,
Sure,
just
they have
drive all
old
the way
people
out to
that are
Warman.
like, you gotta honor this coupon, Nancy. Talk to your mom.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, fuck. What else is going on in the world? I don't know. Life is a pretty slow pace up here in Saskatoon, eh?
it's pretty.
Fucking,
Yeah.
it's a weird place to live.
Saskatoon or Saskatchewan in general?
Saskatchewan in general. Saskatoon's a decent little city, so it's not. Saskatoon is probably as good as it can get for up here
Yeah.
throughout all of Saskatchewan. But like, yeah, it's weird to live in Saskatchewan. Do you ever think about that? Like, literally, we're the last place that you can be before you're in the Arctic. Like,
pretty much.
Saskatchewan borders the Arctic. Isn't that weird?
It's weird to think about.
Yeah. Wonder what that makes us. Just like Vikings? Are we Vikings?
I feel like a Viking. I
Do
guess
you?
I'm white. I can't really be like.
You're white. Did you just reveal on the show that you're white?
I
Are you sure
did.
you wanted to reveal that?
Uh-oh. I'm fat. Secrets are coming out. I'm spilling tea. I'm drinking
Yeah.
it. It's wild here.
Mm-hmm. Let's get Gibaltuous here and show her. Is she?
Where's she at? I'll go try find
Is she in the back room? Yeah. Thank you. We got to introduce her so that we can put her at risk of getting another cat stolen by a fucking crazed fan. But who cares? I'll just buy another one if she gets stolen.
She's napping pretty hard.
She's napping, eh? All right, let me. Alrighty then. You definitely didn't.
Okay, cool.
Oh, probably should have started the episode with this because this is the cutest little creature to ever live. She's a bit of a lighter, darker color than Tybalt was.
Yeah.
Yeah, there she is. This is Gibalt. Shout out to Renee, the breeder that I got her from in a small town here in Saskatchewan. I won't give away her town. But yeah, she's been a really good cat. She's a lot like Tybalt. She's very needy. But Tybalt was the opposite of that. She wasn't needy, but same in the way that she's like very relaxed, very lots of poop. just like me, she poops a lot. And what else? I don't know. She's a good cat. She's gonna be a good mascot, right, Jabalt? So yeah, everybody, this is Jabalt. I'm not sure if the camera can see her right now, but it probably can. Looks like she might just hang out for this episode now, which will be mildly distracting. I don't know. We'll see. Let's read some joke book jokes and see if we can completely derail and ruin this episode. A ghost was barred from entry to their local pub. They don't serve spirits.
Oh, okay. They could have made that a little better.
Why don't skeletons go trick-or-treating? Because they have nobody to go with. No body to go with.
No body to go with.
How did the monster cure his sore throat? He spent all day gargoyling. If you forget to pay for your exorcism, you will be repossessed. That's a pretty good one. Where do baby ghosts go during the day? Day scare centers. Oh. Well, a lot of ghost ones here. Is this like a ghost?
Must be like a Halloween section.
Yeah, this must be like a Halloween section.
Yeah. You're catering to your female fans. They're already feeling the fall.
Yeah, they love that.
Vibes, yeah.
I don't know. That's probably all the followers I have because of the palette videos. It's kind of weird. It's like that's the only thing that really gets me followers these days is the palette videos, not even the episodes.
Aww.
Yeah. All right. What kind of street does a ghost like best? A dead end. Here's kind of like a paragraph. I don't know. So, as far as joke book jokes go, I guess if it's a little longer, it should be better, right? Dr. Frankenstein had been working all day and night in his laboratory. Once he finally took a break, he asked his assistant, Igor, have you seen my latest invention, Igor? It's a new pill consisting of 50% glue and 50% aspirin. Puzzled, Igor inquired, but what is it for, Doctor? Dr. Frankenstein answered, for monsters with splitting headaches, of course.
Oh my goodness. The glue is supposed to split, like glue it together.
Oh, it'll hold it together. Okay. I shouldn't have read that one. Screw this book. What do you get when you cross a snowman with a vampire? Frostbite. Okay. All right. So, we got no list. We got nothing. This is all improv now. So what do you think there is to talk about? Shit, I mean...
I got a new car.
You got a new car?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
I think it's cool.
Yeah? Is it a Lamborghini?
Yeah, a Rolls Royce. No.
Yeah, more like a rolls into the mechanic and breaks down Royce.
Yeah, my man already fixed part of it already.
Oh, yeah?
God bless him.
Well, was it cheap? Was the car cheap?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, what else? Olympics. They came and went. Did you watch?
No.
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 No time. You're busy fucking being poor. No
Yeah.
time to watch the Olympics.
Yeah. Basically, all I do now is eat if I can, sleep, run, read, repeat.
Those are good. Those are good. Good habits. Thanks. Now all the viewers feel bad about themselves.
Yeah. Well, when you're.
You know what's crazy is what was weird about the Olympics this year was that they were all kind of centered around a couple of things.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, and that's always the way that the media is, sure. But like this year, please go subscribe to our YouTube page, Canadian Talk with Stephan podcast. We need you down there. Also, we have a website, Stephanjackson.ca, where you'll find the audio versions. As well, you can email us if you got a question or anything you want to see us talk about. CanadianTalkWithStephan@gmail.com. It was just focused around trans stuff, which you could expect because that's a new part of the Olympics. There was like one guy who was a rapist who was in the Olympics.
Yo.
There was a trans boxer who everybody was worried about, ended up losing anyway. There was the rapist on the volleyball team.
Oh my! On the volleyball team.
Dutch volleyball rapist, and then there was the probably the biggest story of the whole Olympics was the breakdancing competition, which was a new add to the Olympics this year.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a dancer called Reagan from Australia who was so bad. She looked like any average person could have done exactly what she did. But people are theorizing over what exactly was going on with this woman. So she didn't get a single point. So the way they judged the breakdancing was it was kind of like done on a point system, kind of like figure skating, where there was different judges from different countries. And then after the dance, just like figure skating when you dance on the ice, they would give you scores. She got 0 from every single judge. So it's not like she didn't get what she deserved, but people are theorizing about what exactly she was doing because her dance was so bad. And then you end up finding out that she is like a PhD in gender and dance theory. So like she should know the idea of, hey, dance can be good and dance can be not so good. Sure, dance is good across the board as to like it's healthy for you and it's good form of expression, it's positive and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But like people think that there's a chance that but you have to qualify. That's what's weird about it. And Australia has lots of cool people, lots of good dancers, break dancers and shit. So how did she qualify? But like people think that it was a protest maybe. Like she was trying to send a message of like that dancing shouldn't be graded. That's what some people think about the ray gun thing. But yeah, she's a fucking overnight sensation. I mean, I guess it depends how you want to look at it. Let's talk about this for a second. It's weird how, so no matter what you do, if you get popular, whether people love you or hate you, or it's something in between, like that Haley Welch girl, the Hawktua girl.
Mm-hmm.
Like she is famous now. Like she'll never have to work again. And she got famous by one joke. She made one joke on one interview.
Yeah.
Where she joked about, it was a blowjob joke.
Yeah. And
sure, now everybody has an opinion on her. And for her, maybe it's more balanced. 50% of people like her and 50% of people hate her because she just is such a... Her spike to power was so mundane. It was such a joke, universal, because everybody gets oral sex, Yeah. So, but then, like, you look at Reagan, and she is popular almost in a purely negative way.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she is known, and she has got famous because of how shitty she is at dancing. That's it. Like, she got famous because people are making fun of her dancing.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's good still, isn't it? I mean, do you want to be... So, like, acting. There are actors who... Not every actor gets to play the protagonist, and is loved by everybody. And there's actors that have to play evil people.
Yeah.
And then they on the surface, they can be hated by a lot of people out there. Dummies.
We can't...
So does that mean if you're ever hating on anyone who's popular, you're just a dummy? What do you think?
It's natural to hate on someone who you want part of their success, right?
Yeah.
But, I mean, I think no matter what you do, people will hate you, people will love you. There's probably some people who love that break dancer.
You think so?
Yeah. And a lot of people who don't. And same with that Actua lady.
Yeah. She is funny. She's so famous. And you know what's crazy is she has actually had an effect on the comedy world a little bit.
Yeah.
Matt Rife, he was doing pretty good already. But that's apparently her favorite comedian. And they did some collaborating and some videos together. Rife and her. And now Rife is just blowing up.
Like what kind of videos?
He's regarded as the number one most famous comedian now. He's dethroned everybody.
Ugh.
Kevin Hart,
Well,
Like
that's
he is
easy.
he is bigger than everybody now.
No.
So what kind of videos? Basically, she just went to one of his shows, and they like talked backstage, and yeah, she has a crush on him basically. Like
Yeah.
that's so, and so it's made him extra famous. Like I guess girls liked him anyway, because there's not very many handsome stand-up comedians or whatever or beautiful ones. It's kind of harder to do stand-up comedy when you're not ugly, because you most of the really good stuff that gets things rolling when you're doing stand-up is like you making fun of yourself,
Yeah.
because the people in the audience all want to feel better about themselves,
Yeah.
you know. And then when they see a handsome person or a beautiful person, that immediately you're immediately fighting against something, you know. But again, I don't know. I don't do stand-up really, so it's hard for me to comment on that. I don't know. I'm starting to like stand-up less, if I'm honest with you. I still like comedians a lot, but the stand-up art, I am starting to like it less. Like, I think that podcasting is so much better that it's really, for me, it's kind of taking the place of the stand-up. It's almost like, yeah, podcasting is so much better. It's real. Stand-up is fake.
Mm-hmm.
You know? That's the way I see it now, which is kind of weird.
Stand-up is scripted.
It's completely scripted. Not only is it scripted, it's like music where the performer repeats the script over and over again, and you're not considered good until you've repeated that script over and over and over again.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's not what people are looking for when they're looking to these types of people. So what I mean by that is, like, people who watch stand-up, people who watch entertainment, they're not looking for somebody who can recite stuff well over and over again.
Yeah.
I think we are all looking for that person who can think of things on the spot the best. How much can your brain do in a given moment without a script?
Yeah. That's why I like Adam Ray.
Well, yeah, and that's the thing. So sorry to interrupt, but yeah, I'm not saying, because like it is pretty wild. Like, crowd work is an element of stand-up that I don't think I'll ever lose. That I love it, and it's like that's really revving the engine. Is when you are in front of a bunch of people, and they're talking back to you, and you're up there with the microphone, and you have to do something about it. That's wild. That's wild stuff. But is it good? Because at the end of the day, if you watch enough crowd work, that is part of the problem with it, is it does eventually get a little bit repetitive.
Mm.
Just like stand-up as an art on its own, it gets a little repetitive. But the crowd work is always the same. It's like there's some masters of it who can do it and not be dickheads. But the is everything okay with the audio?
I don't see I don't see bars for me.
No, there's bars for you.
Okay.
You're okay.
Okay. How do you know?
Look. Okay, wait, hold on. Talk.
Oh, I'm talking. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm just being an R word.
Yeah, you're just talking quiet, so you're not seeing as much of a bubble as mine. And this one is a more expensive mic than that one. That one doesn't pick up quite as loud.
Yeah.
And it's got a converter, so it also... Anyway. Anyway. Yeah, I can't believe I started out my life in, like, the technical field. And now, well, I don't know. Because technically not. I was in sports.
Mm-hmm.
But then I thought, oh, I want to be a technical person. Like a person who knows this and that. And then now I'm so not that. I find that technical stuff is so fucking boring. You know? It's like, who gives a shit? Just make it work. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I hate technical talk. I can't believe that there's technical talk podcasts. There's so many people out there who think they have a fucking podcast. This is what kills me. Is like, I don't care if there's a million there is a million podcasts out there. Let's call it a million. We could probably call it 5 million. Maybe there's 5 million podcasts out there. But you could narrow that number immediately down to like less than 50,000. So many of those people think they have a podcast because they're talking about fucking Pokemon cards or Magic. And they talk about the same thing. Or they review movies. You are talking about the same thing every time.
Mm-hmm.
That is not. That is a movie review show. Like, I guess somebody really needs to, if you're going to be broad with it, you can easily define what a podcast is. It's just a cast that happens in a pod, which is like a little area, like the little area we're in. And then it can be anything. But that's not, I don't think that's a fair definition. We've talked about this before. I know I gripe on this all the time, but I really do think that there should be a proper definition of podcasting. And sure, you know what? And that's where I think definitions really get nuanced and get proper as time goes on, is a scholar, a person will put their name behind, hey, this is the proper definition of archaeology or whatever.
Yeah.
And I believe that podcasting, there needs to be an element of entertainment and improv. It cannot be, hey, this is the vent guy. I'm here to talk to you about vents today and teach you about HVAC. So today we're going to talk about installing Lennox furnaces. It's like, that's not a podcast.
Yeah.
That's an instructional video. That's a technical resource. Like, podcasts are meant to be technical resources for, again, this is my opinion. As a scholar, I'm defining podcasts for the people out there. Entertainment, podcasts need to be entertaining. They need to help people get out of their lives, get out of their funk. Okay, sure. No, I like furnaces. I like to hear guys talk about furnaces, and that's why I listen to the Furnace podcast. Sure, bro, but then just go, fine. Like, then keep doing that. But that's not what a podcast is. A podcast is meant to make people happy, not through mundane conversation, not through technical jargon.
Yeah.
It's a different kind of a thing.
Yeah.
So, geez, oh man, sorry, that's my ramble there. I'll get off that, I think. Yeah, I was saying that I was surprised that my life started in the technical field, like engineering, right? Is because now I just hate that shit. I don't know. I'm a real lost bunny when it comes to like what my life is gonna look like. Sometimes I think that I don't really know what I care about these days. What do you care about? You got your little habits, so do you feel like you're kind of getting your life on track? You feel like, you know, maybe earlier on in your life. Sorry, I'm talking for you now, but you kind of didn't know all the things that were good to do for health, and now you're working on the basics.
Yeah.
But what do you care about in life other than that? Like, what is the pumpkin producer? What is your dreams? Like, what do you care about from a perspective of, from a context of like, okay, I can think of anything I want. This is what I care about for, like, when I'm older, I am battling against my deathbed regrets. What are the thoughts and things you want in your life that would battle your deathbed regrets?
Oh, wow. Loaded question.
Yeah, sorry. Did you say loaded?
Loaded, yeah.
Oh, loaded meaning very dense,
Yeah.
but not loaded as in the negative way.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
A loaded potato question.
Yeah.
By the way, you put way too much sour cream on your potatoes. I think when you came over, you requested sour cream because you know I don't have it, and I got this little tub, and you're like, oh, okay. Half of it gone, probably over half. And I go over to your house, right?
Big tub.
Like, big tub.
Yeah. Oh man.
Ridiculous.
You know, it's crazy. And see, this is what I mean. This is the exact kind of topic that podcasts are all about. Talking about the way you like your potatoes. Boom. So anyway, I kind of got away from baked potatoes. I was getting more into the fries world for quite a while.
Yeah.
And then I am, excuse me, one sec. Baked potatoes are roaring their way back into my life. Because, God, I've been barbecuing a lot, and I didn't really know. Well, normally I make steaks on the barbecue, okay? And they kind of take like 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So in that amount of time, the potatoes weren't getting done.
Mm-hmm.
Although enough. And I was like, can you even just make this thing on a barbecue? Like, how long does it actually take? Because I've seen people put them right into the fire. Like, have a bonfire.
Oh, wow.
Two layers of tinfoil, put them right into the fire. You can do that with corn on the cob. You can do it with potatoes, like, in a bonfire. So I'm like, maybe barbecues. I know this is me being stupid. I'm not gonna lie. I thought maybe barbecues don't like get warm enough to bake a potato in less than like 2 hours. So I got away from the baked potato thing. But then lately I've been making ribs, and then so fucking I'm at that barbecue. Barbecue's running for like an hour, sometimes two. And if you leave a potato on medium heat on the barbecue for 2 hours, that thing is mushier than baby poop, and it is fucking delicious. You know, like it is so delicious. Baked potatoes
I don't
are.
think you should do culinary reviews with that. The potatoes are soft like baby poop.
That's the wrong thing to reference, hey?
You put like
The screen is in the way.
diaper cream or
Yeah.
your sour cream, whole bunch.
Yeah. What time we got?
Oh my goodness.
Not time like
53
time of
minutes.
day. Okay, so we're about an hour in.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, baked potatoes are roaring back into my life. So yeah, back to I give you a little time to think of the question there. Do you need more time or?
Jeez. I just want to be financially stable. I want to have a nice house. I'd like to raise a family. I'd like to provide good memories for my kids and to not have them be like like look back on their childhood and be positive, and just be remembered as being kind. I just want to be remembered as like she was always kind or nice, or like she was always there for me, or that's what I want to. I'll have regrets if I become nasty or lie to people, or you know.
So like nurturing is super important to you.
Yeah.
And like, but then you also feel you need money. Do you feel that having money is like an aspect of nurturing? Like, because you can make people, money can make, maybe it doesn't bring happiness to you necessarily personally, but it can make other people around you feel secure and safe.
Yeah.
Which nurtures others.
Yeah.
Do you think that that's an aspect of nurturing as well?
Yeah.
Not just like being nice and honest?
Yeah, because growing up, we didn't have a lot. So it was always like I was afraid to ask for things that I may have needed or wanted because I would get a no. There are pros to that because there was a lot of nurturing that came with the lack of money. We had like a beautiful garden. I ate a lot of homemade food and things like that I want to do for my kids, but I want them to be able to ask me for things and not just stress about us not having enough.
Yeah, it's like a fine balance, like with giving your kid too much or giving them not enough, hey?
Yeah.
How do you think is the way that you should monitor that as a parent? Like, I feel like if you can get a gauge on when your kid is really serious about, hey, I want this very, very much, it will be huge for my life.
Yeah.
I feel like if you can get a gauge on that, then you can then that's how you decide, you know. I don't think you should put too much of your own stuff on it and be like, oh, like, because maybe your kid really likes fashion and they're like, oh, I really want this type of a shirt. I know it's a bit more expensive than the other shirts, but can we please get this shirt?
Yeah.
Because that helps with like their confidence at school and whatever.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the way you do it. Hey, how do you feel like you can gauge what you should and shouldn't provide to your kids? Oh, one other thing is, no, yeah, let's go with that. Yeah.
Ooh, I may change my answer as time goes on, but for now, let's say hypothetically they were like in a sport. I want them not have to worry about us being like paying for this or paying for that or trips or anything like that. But when it comes like when they're old enough, if they want, you know, something unnecessary, like maybe like a drone, for example, I'd be like, look, you should work towards it, you know, because nothing makes you appreciate what you have more than if you work towards it. If
So
you,
what? Okay, so because like a drone nowadays, a drone is like an industry, like where you can make money on it.
yeah,
So you wouldn't want because you can't get a job as a kid till you're a certain age. So like you would if your kid wants to get started with drones when they're fucking 11 or 12 or even younger, they may be really good with drones. They maybe could be in a racing league. They maybe could do special videos for people and have a business.
yeah.
So how would you think that kids of that age should properly demonstrate that they're working towards something like that?
Oh wow, they
Do
could
you think they would do chores? Like extra chores?
I'm kind
pretty
of on
simple,
the
eh?
fence about chores because when you become an adult, you're gonna have to do those chores anyway, and there's no one really there to reward you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
unless my partner is like, thanks
But
for
kids are
taking out the
doing so
garbage."
much more. They're like developing. Sorry, I walked over your joke there.
It's okay.
Unless your partner what?
You just get the simple thank you from your partner, like, oh,
Yeah.
you took out the garbage, thanks.
Yeah, but I mean, when you're an adult, you're pretty much you never stop growing, sure, but like your rate of growth is a lot smaller than when
Oh.
you're a kid. So when you're a kid, I
Fair
think
enough.
that you're so much is going on that having the mind to just do a little bit extra, like the chores and things that shouldn't necessarily be your responsibility. Your job is to grow and learn the world at that
Yeah.
age. I think that is why there deserves to be extra reward for
Okay.
that. But anyway, we'll end it on the kids thing. It's
Can
been
I
a good
tell you
episode
cute
today.
Little story.
Yeah,
before we
let's
go?
end it on the cute story, and then
Okay.
we'll say goodbye to the viewers. Remember to like and subscribe on YouTube, please, everybody. Thanks for listening. If you've made it this far, if you've made it this far, I'd like to reward you with. You are probably in the top 1% of attention span of people in the world, or you know me in some way, and you're looking for something to hate on about this in that sense. Maybe fuck you. So, all right, please continue.
Okay, so as the fans know, I'm fat. So when I was younger, I'd be like, hey, I'd like a Blizzard. From Dairy Queen. I don't know if you can get them anywhere else, but... So I had to wash walls, and I got a Blizzard. So my
Okay.
parents rewarded me with food. Like
Oh, really?
treats.
Hey, that's not bad. I mean, because girls have eating
It's fine.
disorders, so it's good to like have food be a positive.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. That's funny. I mean, that wasn't the cutest or greatest story I've ever heard in my life,
Aw.
but yeah, I'll just you suck. So you should quit this podcast. You fucking
Okay, I'm
suck.
out.
All right, okay, everybody. That's Canadian Talk, episode 93. Thanks for tuning in. We love you. We hope you love us. If not, I don't know. Fucking, you're stupid. Okay.
Go get stuck on a water slide.
Go get stuck on a water slide somewhere. And don't get out.
Oh.
All right. See you later. That's Canadian Talk. Goodbye. Please go subscribe to our YouTube page, Canadian Talk with Stephan Podcast. We need you down there. Also, we have a website, Stephanjackson.ca, where you'll find the audio versions. As well, you can email us if you got a question or anything you want to see us talk about. CanadianTalkwithStephan@gmail.com.